Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings upon your head, man. Well, we're back for another episode. Woke up early this morning and something was kind of dropping in my spirit. First off, what are you drinking this morning? I'm having tea. Remember, dream big. This is, I believe, blueberry and lemon zinger. It's good for your skin, man. Antioxidants, get rid of them free radicals. If you don't know what a free radical is, Google it. Anyway, yeah, man, this morning I want to talk about something that may have touched everybody's life at one point. And it's suicide. Yeah, let's talk about suicide. Let's just get into it. Now, a lot of us know people that have committed suicide. A lot of us thought about it. If I sit here and say I ain't never thought about committing suicide, I'd be lying, I've actually had people close to me commit suicide. I've actually had people really close to me attempt to commit suicide. Now let's just talk about the act itself. So typically when somebody tries to get rid of themselves off this planet, they're looking for a way out, right? And I'm here to tell y'all, ain't no way out. You can't get it. Let's put it like this. Let's say you woke up in a construct that your father made. Let's say your father's a master carpenter or a master architect, and you have yet to even unlock how to measure a piece of wood properly. More than likely, if your father built a construct with the knowledge and the mathematics of everything, of measuring and just probabilities and science all together, you probably wouldn't be able to escape that. So let's look at this planet. Let's look at this life, this whole dimension. You think you can outsmart whatever beings created this whole thing? Now I give people credit because some folks sit back and they say, bruh, I'm trapped. We trapped on this planet, bruh. We trapped. We in the dome. Oh, bruh, we in the dome, bruh. Hey, yeah, that might be true. We might be trapped in a dome. We might be. But you ever thought about why? You just looking at why just looking at we trapped. But have you ever thought about why? And it's simple. And it may not resonate with some of y'all, but it is very simple. You have to always understand at all times, to come to this planet is an honor. You got beings from all over the galaxy, beings of all levels, angels, gods, demons. Everybody want to come to this planet, man. Everybody talk about the planet like it's so bad, And yeah, that's only because of the deeds that we created and the vibration that we cultivate in this life. But put it like this. Before you ever come to this planet, you sign a contract. And not just you, your ancestors sign a contract. Your divine parents sign a contract. Y'all all get in a huddle and y'all say, okay, what is the best thing to do and best way to go about getting your spiritual evolution so that you can come back and do the job that you're supposed to do? So now you got your whole team rooting for you. Everybody rooting for you. You got your great-grandmama, your great-great-grandmama, everybody back there rooting for you. And then one day you decide that you don't want to be here no more. And you want to terminate your soul contract. Well, a soul contract is just like any other contract. If you break that contract illegally, you will have to pay dearly. Now let's just look at the effects that suicide has on the living. Now, some people argue and say, oh, I was going to commit suicide because these people don't really care. A lot of times people care, but they don't know how to show that they care, or they don't know how to properly display emotions, or maybe they've been traumatized. You never know. We've been desensitized to a lot of stuff. So, people say, oh, these people don't care about me. But you leave a lot of people in your wake who mourn you for years, who go to the mall and try to forget about you. And, oh, I just saw, oh, they look like so-and-so. Happens to me all the time. I can name about 3 people that happens to. I just had a good friend of mine visit me in the dream state the other night, and I grabbed him by the shoulders and I said, bro, let me look at you before I go. I got to go back, but let me look at your face, bro. It's you. And he smiled. I could tell he was at peace, and maybe he's got another go around where he can correct his karma. He can come back and do that without incurring too many consequences, as I like to say. But yeah, so let's look at the other implications of suicide. I mean, I definitely understand why people would think about it. I mean, sometimes this experience can be overwhelming. And I would say to you out there, and this is not a joke at all, if you are thinking about committing suicide, get help. And I don't mean call your homeboy to talk. I don't mean call your mama to talk, because a lot of times the people that's closest to us, they don't understand. Or they say, oh, he ain't crazy. Oh, he ain't gonna do that. And those are the people that push you to suicide. So let's just keep that in mind, y'all. I mean, definitely things can get overwhelming, overbearing. But we have to look at also what got us there, you know. Everything is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing that happens in the physical world that doesn't have a spiritual counterpart. Sicknesses, I mean, your mood, everything. So let's keep in mind what got us to that state. Why do we feel worthless? Was it a person? Was it one person? I knew one girl, she was mixed black and white, and she was dating a white guy who would call her the N-word whenever he got mad. Very pretty little young girl. And he made her feel like she wasn't worth anything. And some people, when they are, when they are made to feel like they are not worth much, they have a natural defense to it. It eventually comes out as being tough and bravado and rude, or snappy and snippy with the mouth, when all that really is them just begging for love. So let's keep that in mind. Also, too, like I said, you know, when you commit suicide, when you terminate your soul contract without permission, you may literally have hell to pay. Not to mention that you bring that element into your loved one's life. I mean, when people hear that somebody died, they're sad, right? Especially if they feel like they died early. But when somebody hears that they committed suicide, which means they couldn't bear it anymore, I mean, people... I actually had a little cousin commit suicide because his friend died that way. This happened to my little cousin. Hung himself because his best friend died. And that's just how powerful that is. It's how powerful the illusion of death is, the transition or terminating your soul contract. So I don't know who this is for this morning, but just remember, if you are feeling suicidal, first off, realize you're not the first one. You're not the only one who feels this way. Two, go get help. You know what I mean? Go get help. And I don't mean, like I said, don't talk to your friends. I mean, maybe talk to your friends. But a lot of times they don't see the signs. Go get professional help, because I will tell you that there is no escape. I will say it one more time for y'all who really paying attention. This is not a construct created by some children that we can alleviate the pressure with one action. You are here for a reason. You came here for a reason. You agreed to come here for a reason. You have a job to do. If you try to avoid doing that job, being allowed to come here will be negated. And then you will have hell to pay for breaking that soul contract. So, hope I answered some questions out there. Quick little video for the morning. You know, we're going to enjoy this morning, enjoy some of this tea. Woo! Blueberry and lemon zinger. Shout out to my girl for that lemon zinger, babe. I love you. Well, y'all, this is my time. I hope y'all learned something. And every time I learn something, I like to say something like, yeah, that was gangster. I'll holler at your boy next time. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to drop the camera.